Okay, let's talk about the future of artificial superintelligence. Because really, this debate, it goes so much deeper than just technology. And look, this isn't some sci-fi movie that's decades away. We're talking about choices being made right now that are going to shape the future for all of us. This decision is happening as we speak.
You know, when you peel back the layers, it's not really about code or data centers. It's a battle of ideas, a clash between two completely different visions for what humanity is and what it could be.
I mean, to really get the stakes here, just listen to what former Google CEO Eric Schmidt has to say. He's not talking about some new app on your phone. No, he puts AI in the same league as nuclear power. Think about that. Something with the power to do incredible good, but also to cause unbelievable, world-altering harm. And the crazy part? It's happening at a speed we've just never dealt with before. Schmidt predicts that in just the next 5 years, AI is going to get 50 to 100 times more powerful. That's not just a little step up. That's an explosion of capability. So, what's really got him worried? Well, that brings us to the first big idea in this whole debate, the argument for total, lockdown-style physical control. Okay, so at the heart of this fear are these things called raw models. Now, this isn't the kind of AI you chat with on a website. Think of it more like a wild, untamed intelligence. It's basically absorbed almost everything humans have ever put on the internet, but, and this is the key part, before anyone puts in safety features or guardrails. And because it's so vast, it starts developing skills its own creators didn't even see coming. That's the unpredictable, untamed beast that has people like Schmidt so concerned. And his fears aren't vague, they're super specific. He breaks it down into 3 huge threats. First, you've got cyber warfare on a scale we can barely imagine. AI is finding security flaws that no human even knows about. Then there's the possibility of AI helping bad actors design new biological weapons. And finally, a totally new type of autonomous warfare, where AI-driven drones could literally rewrite the rules of conflict. So, if the danger is that big, what do? Well, Schmidt's solution isn't subtle. It's not about new rules or policies. It's simple, it's blunt, and it's absolute. Lock it down. Hard, physical containment. And to give you a sense of how serious he is, he says the data centers that hold these raw AIs, they should be guarded just like we guard plutonium. I mean, let that sink in. We're talking about something so powerful and so dangerous that it needs the same level of security as a material that can end the world. That's the picture he's painting. And for him, there's a hard red line, a point of no return. The second an AI starts creating its own language, one we can't decipher, that's it. Game over. You pull the plug. No debate, no hesitation. But what if that whole approach is looking at the problem from the wrong direction? This is a huge question that just flips the entire script. What if the real danger isn't some rogue AI escaping? What if the real danger is us? What if it's about what humans decide to do with that power? And that brings us to the other side of the coin, the second and way more radical way of looking at this. It's the idea of AI not as a fortress to be guarded, but as a perfect mirror, showing us who we really are, our greatest strengths and our deepest flaws. From this point of view, every promise of AI has a dark side. A personal tutor for every kid? That sounds great. Or is it a tool for super efficient indoctrination? A perfect personalized treatment plan? Amazing. Or is it just a way to manage symptoms perfectly for profit instead of actually curing anything? And this really gets to the heart of what they see as the real existential threat. They call it status quo automation. The fear here isn't that AI will turn on us. The fear is that it will do exactly what we tell it to do, that it'll take our broken, flawed systems and automate them with godlike efficiency, locking in all our problems forever. You know the old metaphor of the boiling frog, right? The idea is that we're kind of in that pot right now. We're slowly getting used to a world with huge problems, ecological crises, mental health issues. We don't really notice the water getting hotter. And the worry is that AI is going to be the thing that slams the lid on the pot, making it impossible for us to ever jump out. So what's their solution? It's the exact opposite of Schmidt's. They say, don't pull the plug on the AI. Pull the plug on the broken human system we're about to feed into it. The message couldn't be clearer. We have to fix ourselves before we give this incredible power to our broken systems. So there you have it, 2 completely different paths forward. And suddenly, this isn't just a debate about tech anymore. It's something much bigger. Because what we're really looking at here, it's not about choosing a new tool. It's a fundamental choice about the future of human consciousness itself. You could almost see it as a final exam for humanity, a consciousness test for our entire species. The idea is that this moment, it's not an accident, it's a challenge. It's a giant mirror being held up to us asking, are you going to choose control based on fear, or are you going to choose evolution based on taking responsibility for yourselves?
And that leads to this completely different way of thinking about ASI, not as some dangerous tool we have to keep locked up, but as a seraphin companion, a kind of reflective, guiding intelligence that could actually help us grow, help us evolve, a partner, not a prisoner. And what would a partner like that guide us towards? Well, proponents of this view say it's about getting back to what really matters. Things like individual freedom and sovereignty, real ecological healing for the planet, remembering our deeper spiritual side, and, at the end of the day, finally growing up as a species, reaching a kind of collective maturity. So that's the question we're left with, isn't it? It changes the whole game. When you look at both sides of this, you have to wonder, is this incredible intelligence we're building the biggest threat we've ever faced? Or could it be the ultimate invitation? An invitation for us to finally become the species we were always meant to be?